Hey guys, in this video I'm going to be showing you around Dauphin Island, Alabama. If you're coming here to camp or just come to the beach, this video hopefully will be useful to you. I'll show you some campgrounds on the way to the island, some campgrounds at the island, show you some beaches and some other interesting things around the island. So stick around. I'm not going to show you everything. I'm going to leave something up for you to discover when you get here. So check it out. And at the end of the video I'll leave a montage of some pictures and stuff that we took around the island that are really beautiful. So like and subscribe and let's do it. After you get off I-10, you'll come down Rangeline Road and you'll hop on. It'll come to a dead end and you'll turn left, and that'll bring you down this little road. It's about a mile down here, and the road does another jog and heads south. They've built a couple of new storage, RV storage and boat storages. There's one, that one's not covered. But if you're heading to the island and you will need some produce or tomatoes, something, you can always stop right here at this little stand. It's usually pretty busy during the summer, but it's right here at the corner, well, where you turn south on 193. Glorious produce. And what we're going to do is we're going to turn right, and this is 193 south, or as everybody right here knows it, Dauphin Island Parkway. And we'll head south this way for a while on 193, and I'll show you some campgrounds along this route, and also I'll show you a couple of places if you need groceries, where to stop at before you get on the island. There's also a place on the island, a couple of places maybe on the island you can get some stuff, but it's a lot cheaper if you get it before you get to the island. When you get off the interstate, instead of coming south, if you went north, there are tons of restaurants and grocery stores up there, but you can check that out yourself. But we're heading down to Dauphin Island, Alabama, south on Highway 193, Dauphin Island Parkway. I wanted to show you this new RV storage. You got inside area and I guess outside area. This is brand new. They just opened that up, so if you're a snowbird and want to store your camper and boat, there's your spot. So the first campground you're going to come to is right up here. It's still a good little ways from the island, and I haven't been in here in a while, so we've never camped here. We've looked at it a couple times, but just never stayed there. There's the sign. We're going to pull in here. I think we can ride through. Pecan Grove. And there's the office. They got a house in here. Looks like some of these are full-timers, and maybe some are, some aren't. It's not a real big campground, so there's 21. Turn the radio off, it'll be playing music and I'll get in trouble. Sorry about the phone shaking, I'm trying to hold it still. I imagine during the summer this is the campground. It's what you get when you get a rookie photographer. But you have this option. And we're going to get back on Highway 193, Dauphin Island Parkway, and we're heading south as soon as the cars go by. We're coming up on an area called Bailey's Corner. There's a grocery store here. This is the closest big grocery store, I'll say big, the closest decent grocery store to the island, or of good size. There's a Dollar General to your right, and then to your left is the store. We're going to turn in here if we can avoid getting hit. They got marine fuel, gas. I don't know if they got diesel. I think they do over there on one of the pumps, but I'm not sure. So let's see what this guy is going to do. And we're going to go back here, but let me go over here. This is the grocery store over here. It's Greer's. If you watch my Bayou battery video, it's the same company owns it. We're just going to do a little circle here. You've got a nice little hardware store right here. You got local people coming out the doors. So you got a little bit of everything at this location. There's the Dollar General. This is Bailey's Corner. Out there where the car is going across, that is Dauphin Island Parkway. And we're going to head south. If you go straight down that road over there, and when it dead ends, you take a left, that will take you down to Bellingraph Gardens. I may have to do a video on it sometime or another. When we get some time, we'll head to Bellingraph Gardens and show you it. So over here to your left, I don't know if you can see this sign or not. I'm going to slow down a little bit. I tried to slow down. They were going to build a big campground here. They cleared the property and were going to town and then just stopped. So it was supposed to open summer of 2022, and if you got a calendar, you can tell that didn't happen. So you go straight to go to Dauphin Island, but we're going to take a little turn right here, and we're going to go down to the Pelican Reef Marina. As soon as these cars get by, I'll show you Pelican Reef Marina. There's a boat ramp here and a good little restaurant, the Pelican Reef Restaurant. I haven't ate there in a while, but I used to eat there all the time. If you happen to run across my other YouTube channel that I used to have, this is where my boat was kept, or I kept my boat. It was in a slip here. My other channel was Nautical Nonsense. It was a growing channel, it was getting a lot of viewers, and I was restoring the boat. And then during Hurricane Michael, the boat got sunk, and it was just too much damage to fix it. So that channel came to an end. But hopefully some of you got to see the repairs I did before. But anyhow, this is the smaller boats up here. And they've got a bar if you're into that kind of thing. This boat ramp's very busy during the summer. So this is the Pelican Reef right there, restaurant, pretty good restaurant. So we're leaving out of Fowl River. We're leaving here, the marina at Fowl River, to the Pelican Reef. And this is DIP. We're coming up this little hill, and we're going to head to the left, which is south to Dauphin Island. We're going to go over Fowl River Bridge. So there's Fowl River Bridge we're heading over. And let's head on down to the island. So this is the Mon Louise Island Schoolhouse renovation project. This is right here by the Fowl River Bridge right there. So this is on your way. It's a neat little schoolhouse. A lot of people drive by it, don't even notice it. Now, see if we can see in it. Not much to see inside. I'm trying to film through the glass, sorry. Neat little schoolhouse. Check it out. All right, let's continue our trip down to the island. So here's the next campground. There's a storage place right here beside it. This is called Bay Pines. Don't know if I can drive through it or not since I'm not staying here. But it's all concrete. Got propane. It's right before you get to the island. I'm not sure if they'll let you drive through here or not. I may go in and talk to them and see. Okay, I couldn't get anybody to come to the door in the office. So we'll just do some Google Earth shots and stick them in there, and you can check out the campground there. But it is pretty much packed with campers and they're very close. But anyhow, let's move on down to Dauphin Island. Okay, we're coming up on the junction of 188, and it comes in here to Dauphin Island Parkway. This is the Alabama port. We're going to go straight to Dauphin Island. If we were to turn right, that will take you to Bayou Battery, or Balabatry, and I did a video on that. And there's a Dollar General right there before you get on the island, so you might want to keep that in mind. And so this is we're getting ready to get to the island, and you'll see the Gulf of Mexico and the Mobile Bay. There's a ferry here that you can ride and go over to Fort Morgan, Gulf Shores, that area. Not going to do that in this video. We'll do it in another one when we got more time. There's a little park here to the left. I don't know if it's reopened. They've been working on it. So let's just, I'll try to film this and hold the camera steady. And this will do the ride into the island across the bridge. We're going to pull in here at Cedar Point Pier. This is Cedar Point Pier. It's right before you get on the main bridge. You can fish here without a license, and I think they even rent fishing poles, if I'm not mistaken. It's been a long time since I fished here, but no overnight, no RV or overnight camping. So, but you're welcome to come here and fish. Pier goes out there. There's been a lot of fish caught off here, but still a lot of fish in here. Well, my phone overheated, so I'm not sure what I got recorded there and what not. Let me see if I can fly my drone here and get some pictures. This is Cedar Point Pier, right before you get on the main bridge going to the island. Okay, here we go across the Dauphin Island Bridge. Very pretty drive across this bridge. You got Mobile Bay, a Jeep pillar. You've got the Gulf of Mexico and Dauphin Island straight ahead. Don't know if you can see the barge going under the bridge. That's the one I flew out to. Pretty good little ways out here. I chickened out to fly all the way to it. My battery had got down to 55% and didn't want to chance it. Plus we got a pretty good little wind blowing, and I had a fight a wind coming. I had a north wind, so going out the wind was with me, so it wasn't too bad. Coming back it struggled a bit, but I got back. Still had I think 25-30% battery left, so not too bad. if you got a motorhome and you got it loaded down, or you got a truck and you're hauling a camper, this little bridge right here, you may have to get down in low gear. Pretty steep little incline to make it high enough for ships to go under. This bridge was built, I think, after Hurricane Frederick. The old bridge got blown away. And those islands that you see right over there, or that landmass right over there, that used to be, I believe, I don't know if it's a city park or state park, that used to be a park. And the hurricanes have just destroyed it and eroded it away. This area right here, just under the bridge to the left, is starting to build back. I've been through there in a boat not many years ago. We used to cut right through there and head out over here. There's also an airport here. It's right over there. It's a little small airport. If you got a flight simulator program, try landing a 747 or something at that airport. Pretty interesting. But the state park, or the park, I should just say, was there. It was right in this grove of trees here. More over to this other side here. We'll see it here in a second. At one time, there was still a pavilion, or pieces of a pavilion there, and the rusted out frames of swing sets. So the park was right in this area right here. I don't see. Oh yeah, I don't know if you can see, but right there's some posts still up. That's from the old pavilion. That was right in there. So all that's changed. So here we go. We're back on the bridge, and we're going to get some fuel. It's going to be a long walk back. So this is coming into Dauphin Island. There's a restaurant right up here on your left. Some little houses to the right here. You can store your boat here. This is where they have the Alabama Deep Sea Fishing Rodeo. I think it's one of the oldest fishing rodeos in the country. It's a really big deal when they have it. There's a campground right here. Let me just zoom in here. This is called Trade Winds RV Park. Don't know much about it either. But let's just do a quick drive-through. Well, let's not. It says no trespassing for campers only, but it's, as you can see, that's pretty much all you get is what you see right there. But it's called, and here's the phone number, right there if you wish to call and check on it. But it looks pretty full. Captain Snapper's Bar and Grill, that's the restaurant there. That's right off the bridge. Marinas. Beach flag warning system, that's very important. Rip tides. A lot of people have drowned on Dauphin Island over the years due to the rip current, so be safe. Watch the warning signs. Keep an eye on your kids and your loved ones. Rip current's high risk when flashing. I would be cautious whether it's flashing or not. This is where the deep sea rodeo is held, right in this area. Check it out. Check out these little houses right here. Looks like giraffes. The houses from giraffes. So we're going to go straight to the dead end. And we'll probably go to the left first. But you got a Circle K here where you can get gas. You got Ship and Shore who sell a little bit of everything. Fishing tackle, food, pretty much anything you want in there. There's a car wash to wash your boat off, or your car, or your Jeep, or whatever, if you get it sandy. There's the famous Welcome to Dauphin Island water tank. You've got a gas station over here. You've got golf cart rentals down there. But we're going to take a left right here. I'm just going to ride all the way down to the end, and then we'll come back and stop and show you some different points of interest. Well, maybe points of interest, may not be interesting to you or not, don't know. So we're heading to the east. The Gulf will be to your right, Mobile Bay will be to your left, and this is how you come and get on the ferry if you want to ride over to the Fort Morgan. You have a fort at the end down here, it's Fort Gaines. Summertime, this median and sides will be just full of boat trailers. Here we have Cadillac Squares, the park. It's a nice little park, there's restrooms, a nice little place to picnic. Also, I didn't mention it, but there's also a bike trail all the way down, pretty much from one end of the island to the other. Well, the part of it's on the road, but on this end, on the east end, it's paved all the way down. And there's a campground down here. It's the Dauphin Island campground. Probably the most popular, well, it is the most popular campground on the island. It's right next to the bird sanctuary, and it has a cut through little walkway to the beach. Very nice, very convenient. You may see some Mardi Gras stuff. They have a Mardi Gras parade down here. They've already had it. I think they have another parade though. It's a big event. A lot of people come down to the island for that parade. Little tidbit, Mobile is the home of Mardi Gras. Everybody thinks of New Orleans when you say Mardi Gras, but it was actually Mobile is where it started. So you can fact check me on that if you want. New Orleans is a much bigger town, has much bigger parades, but Mobile's more family, I would say more family oriented parades. You know, still might see some sights you don't want your kids to see, but it's not super bad. And then here's the bird sanctuary. Pretty neat little place. If you're into birding, you probably know about this place. So we may come back and do that. So we're coming in here. So if you're going to ride the ferry, you buy your tickets right here at this little toll booth, and you get right here between these cones, and you go in this fence and you wait. It's not a bad little ride. If it's rough weather or the water's, the waves are real high, the ferry will close down. So also make sure you know when the last ferry is leaving and coming back. If you're planning on coming back over here, make sure you don't miss the last one, because it's a long ride around to get back with that. So there's several people waiting on the ferry. Looks like they're getting ready to load. That's it right there. Boat docks. And then over here you have Dauphin Island Campgrounds, and the aquarium is up here. So this is Dauphin Island Campground right here to your right. So this is the campground. We'll just do a quick little drive through. Might come back and do a more in-depth review later. I think this is the camp host. A lot of people like these spots right through here because you can watch the boats launch, the ferry. Used to you could stay, I think, 3 months. You had to move. I'm not sure what the rules are. I think they got new management now. Sorry about that. Speed bumps, speed bumps, speed bumps. You gotta do what you gotta do sometimes. You gotta do your repairs. Not sure what this little lady's doing. Going this way. You got campers over there. This just does a little loop. Sorry about my filming, guys. I'm trying to watch for people. I've never stayed in this part. We've always camped back over here on the other side. Next time we camp here, I'll do a site-by-site walkthrough and review. We got a bathhouse. That's where we just came in, straight up there. We just did a loop. We got a nice little playground and bathhouse right there. Oh man, there's a pothole. We got some campers right here. We got the Marty and then over there's a fish cleaning table. Alright, there's the playground. This is the blue sites 15 through 21. There's tent camping back to your right. Down this way is blue 6 through 14. This is where we used to camp, all right in there. My brother, I think, has camped right here in this spot. This is blue 22 to 28. This is, if you like the beach and that's what you're coming for, this little area right in here is good because there's a cut through right over there to the beach. And here's a big old Monterey. Nice motor coach. We got some people in here camping. We got some Chief fans. We got some more campers. They're from Wisconsin. Not sure how many spots are in here. Pretty good sized campground. I haven't stayed here since they've got the new management, but the old management, they didn't put up with any crap. Some people would get mad about that, but you know, they were just trying to be fair to everybody. I think it was 10 o'clock was quiet time, and they enforced it. I mean, you could sit out and be quiet and have a campfire or something, but no laughing, no loud, rambunctious music and partying. I don't know if you can see it. Check out that driftwood tree right there. Check out that driftwood tree. You see it? Look at that. And we're getting back close to the front gate and back up to C-Lab. It's the other end of the blue sites. Oh, check out camper. That's neat. Need to get the old bees down here in camp. So we're back almost to the front. Got overflow parking right here. A lot of people park their boat trailers there if they bring a boat instead of trying to get back in here with their camper. I mean, with their trailer. There's a Montana. And I'm going to cut right. And we're about back to the bathhouses. This is just a big loop down here. That's the fish cleaning tables on the right. Camper van Steve. No, I don't know who that guy is about it. There's a friendly guy there riding his bike. That's what I should be doing, riding my bike instead of sitting in the car filming. Alright, let's see here. So we're going to go back to the right and exit. Watch for the children's. Oh, look, and here's some birdhouses for sale right there. Check that out. It's pretty neat. Look, there's a cat. Every campground's got to have a cat. Watch out, cat. Watch out, kitty cats. Look out. And there comes that lady back with some books. And we're going to exit. And we're going to give them the old wave. How y'all doing? Straight across is the Dauphin Island Sea Lab. And I'll just be honest with you, I don't know much about that. I think my kids have went there on a field trip when they lived in Mobile here. Or went to school in Mobile. Years ago, during the Cold War and before, this was a, look right here, it's this big thing. This was a big radar facility for the government. And this was a military base. This is where my wife's father was stationed for years as a radar operator. Pretty good gig. Over to your right, you have historical Fort Gaines. And we might go do a tour of it sometime. I'm not going to have time to do it today, but I'll make it probably its own little separate video. This is where the famous saying, cuss a little bit, damn the torpedoes, full speed ahead. That's where that was made right here in the, I think that was during the, there was a battle going on here in the bay. And here's the ferry coming out. We'll get a picture of it. So there goes the ferry. I think I got some drone footage of it too coming back in the evening. And it's just gonna go to right over there. To about right there. Alright, continuing our ride down the island to the east end. This is the entrance to Mobile Bay right over there. That's why you had the cannons here, so they could pick them off as they were coming through the narrow entrance of the bay. Also, there's a sandbar out there that the ships had to avoid, so it forced them to come closer in. And you can't see it from here, but there's a lighthouse out there. That lighthouse used to sit on a bigger island that was connected. I believe it was connected. It had house on it, cows. There's some old pictures of that. And then there's a parking lot and a public beach right here. I think there's 3 public beaches. There's one here, then one about in the middle, and then one on the west end. The west end one's pretty nice. It's got bathrooms and everything. I think they charge you to park there. So here it is. This is as far as you can go on the east end of Dauphin Island. Oh, check this little car out. Check that little Mini out. That is cool. Alright, we're going to fly the drone.